Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Shadow Work Series Part 2, you guys. For all of my current subscribers, you guys already know this is our threads where we talk about closure, healing, and soul lessons, you guys. So let's jump right in. Welcome back, all of my current subscribers, and thank you guys so much for your love and support. You guys are amazing, incredible, awesome human beings. I appreciate the fact that you allow me to assist you on your healing journey because I know how complicated and difficult it can be without knowledge, without understanding. It is something that we will just ignore and not tackle. And my goal is to make it to where the information is easily obtained so that you can learn how to apply it to your own life, one day at a time, one step at a time. There's no rush here. Okay. Well, what do we need to talk about? How to forgive yourself. Forgiveness of self is a big deal in shadow work this week. It came out in shadow work part 1 a few times. So that is telling me that is a big energy in the collective right now. People learning how to forgive themselves. And it is a tough thing to do because you need a different perspective, right? It's easy to hold on to guilt and shame. And it's interesting. The other deck that I'm going to be using, this is what's at the bottom. This is what's in the energy. People have a lot of guilt. And it could be because people are actually going through their dark night of the soul as well. And as you go through that process, you are going to kind of go through the 5 stages of grief almost. It's very similar in the feelings and emotions that you are going to have, the things that you're going to feel about yourself, but you will come out discovering so much more as well. But forgiving yourself is one of those steps that will be necessary. Forgiveness isn't for others, it's for you in order to free yourself from the guilt and the shame that you feel. Okay, collective? So let's start there. Embrace healing. Embrace your healing, collective. Healing is a journey, not a destination. Trust the process and know that every step brings you closer to peace. It is just about starting somewhere. After you have forgiven yourself and you've let go of the guilt and the shame, embrace your healing journey. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time, one change at a time. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be based on anybody else's pace. This is about your individual journey, collective. Okay? And as long as you embrace it, you can stay encouraged in it, especially because this is not about you doing it based on anybody else's opinion about it. This is solely for you and your own path. Okay? What else? Face control issues. Trying to control others only limits your own freedom. Let go of the need for control and trust in the flow. Just allow life to ebb and flow in the way that it should. Don't worry about trying to control the opinions of other people. It's about you controlling you, unlocking the patterns. Patterns, unseen patterns, was also a big message in Shadow Work Part 1. The pain didn't start today. And this is what I was saying. You've lived this loop before, maybe in love, maybe in a lineage, but awareness is the key. Once you understand the pattern, this is where your perspective can start to change and you can start to heal from the pattern. But you have to figure out the pattern first. You have to recognize the pattern first. Be willing to acknowledge the pattern first, collective. And face your fears when it comes to it. A lot of people don't want to look at it and they never face this fear. So they continue to live in this endless karmic loop. And I know that it gets exhausting is because it's like Groundhog's Day. You've seen this story, you've seen this relationship before, you've seen this friendship happen before, you know, It's this repeated pattern that you recognize, but you refuse to acknowledge. Once you acknowledge it, you can begin to break the pattern and go through your transformation. Beautiful. Absolutely. And you can embrace your soul's transformation once you embrace your healing. These two are connected. Transformation isn't easy, but it's necessary. Embrace the changes that lead you to your highest self. The butterfly is the perfect example of a very terrible process of transformation, but how beautiful the outcome is. Step beyond your comfort. Growth only happens outside the comfort zone. Embrace discomfort as a sign of progress. Some people are comfortable in their uncomfortableness, and that is where progress doesn't happen. Overcome your self-doubt. Self-doubt clouds your vision. Trust in your abilities and take the leap. Your future self will thank you. Trust yourself. If no one else around you, trust yourself. Shape your future. You are the creator of your future, collective. Make choices that reflect your highest self. Every single day, I say it all the time, you guys, every single day we wake up, we have a choice to choose something better, something different, a different way. Renewal. Yeah. Spirit's like, yep, it's time to renew. Time to renew what, Spirit? That tree, the roots, the patterns. Yes, confirmation. It's time for renewal. Reflection. Reflection brings deep insight. Have you been avoiding self-reflection, collective? Take time to sit with yourself, your thoughts, your feelings. Your inner world holds the answers that you really need. Spirit's like, yes, that part. The inner self, reflection. They are ready to give you the answers that you seek, but you have to ask the questions. You have to be willing to sit with yourself and truly look at it. Cupid deep challenge. Challenges in love are testing you. Are you facing difficulties in your relationships? Whether that is your relationship with yourself or others. Awakening potential. Yeah. Transformation. Your inner potential is awakening right now and new opportunities are appearing. So this is the time for growth and self-discovery. So be bold in exploring new areas. Don't self-doubt. Overcome this so that you can start to discover yourself, your hidden strengths, abilities, things that you're passionate about. Yeah, it's time. Time is very important too this week in a lot of the messages with the divine masculines, the divine feminines. It's time for you to find your strength and accept who you are, collective. It's time. And it's time for you to head towards your purpose. Yep, it's time. The message is pretty clear today. Spirit's like, one more time. Time to evolve. Decisions. It's not a negative situation, but a necessary one. Having the awareness to see it from your soul's perspective that you chose much of this before you incarnated is needed. This releases the victimhood mentality and pulls back your power. We must go through trials and tribulations as an opportunity to evolve. How you choose to interpret the situation hinges on your growth or not. It's time to evolve. It's time. Renewal. Transformation. Awakening. It's time. Spirit's like, let's bring it home. Awakening. expansion. You have been receiving messages that it's time for your soul to expand beyond the 3D vision. You are an old soul that is here to do many great things. You have come to realize this through doing the hard work and merging your higher self. There is no going back. So enjoy this new way of being by having acceptance and inner peace moving forward. Beautiful. Yes. Acceptance, collective. Thank you, Spirit. Creativity and discovery. It's time for you to figure out who you are, collective. Love it. I love it. What's your advice from the cosmos, collective? Let's get you some advice from the cosmos. And then I'm going to pull a shadow work oracle. Blessings. They are gifts from the universe. They're wanting to give you blessings, collective, more and more. As you heal, you receive more and more blessings. Balance. You come into balance with yourself. That's such a great feeling. Gratitude. You'll have more gratitude. Yes, from your heart space. You'll start to feel better about yourself, about your life, about your direction as you discover you. As you go through that transformation, you can't help but discover about yourself and start to release people, places, and situations that no longer serve you, the heavy burdens that no longer belong to you. Release them. And acceptance. Acceptance is the message. Accept yourself, collective, for who you are, and others for who they are. Don't try to control the narrative. Don't try to control other people. This is about you controlling yourself, getting yourself back into balance, allowing yourself to release that old negative energy so that you can become the highest version of yourself. What's the most important shadow work oracle? The cave. Walk into a cave and you enter somewhere both sheltering and frightening, an opening into the body of the earth. It is a dark place of shadows. Tunnels lead to places where danger potentially lurks. In fairy tales, creatures like dragons, orcs, and goblins live in caves, waiting in the dark for unsuspecting victims. But a cave can also be a place of refuge. Tucked away from wind and rain and protected and surrounded by the solidity of earth, it feels safe. It is somewhere for humans and animals alike to shelter, rest, and emerge revitalized. Symbolically, a cave is a place to meet our shadow selves. Although frightening to enter, treasure awaits in its dark recesses. Carl Jung suggested caves are places of magic, transformation, and rebirth, confirmation. American writer Joseph Campbell, who was influenced by Jung, wrote that the cave we are most afraid to enter turns out to be the source of what we are looking for. In many cultures, a cave is also a symbol of femininity, a womb-like place of emergence from which we are reborn. I retreat to my cave to value my precious time alone. Some of you guys need to go into solitude in order to go through your transformation, in order to figure out who you are, go through your self-discovery, go through your forgiveness of self, embrace your healing. It's time for you to release people, places, and situations that no longer serve you. It is time for you to accept who you are and accept who you are. It is time for you to find your strength again. collective. Go through your awakening so that you can expand your mind and get on the path to the best version of yourself. Collective, that is what I have for you. Thank you for being here with me for Shadow Work Part 2. I love you guys to the moon and back. I always pray my messages are purposeful and useful to you in some way, or maybe someone in your life that you love. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow in Shadow Work Part 4. But if this is where I leave you, collective, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.